Very good morning, students. Today we continue our lecture with the same chapter, Unit 4 Partial Derivatives, and the topic is Local Extreme Values. Okay, so let's start that local extreme values. Here, if u equal to f of xy be a continuous function of x and y, at that time u will be maximum at x equal to a and y equal to b if f of AB is greater than f of a plus h and b plus k, and u will be minimum at x equal to a and y equal to b if f of AB is less than f of a plus h and b plus k for all small positive or negative values of h and k. Yash, I am talking about the local extreme values. Extreme values means what, Yash? It is the value of maximum or minimum. And if we have given any function, that function is continuous function with two variable here x and y. At that time, that function u will be maximum at the point a and b if f of a b is greater than f of a plus h and b plus k, and u will be minimum at x equal to a and y equal to b if f of a b is less than f of a plus h and b plus k for all positive and negative values of h and k. See, now this is the most important for you. This is the definition of stationary point. See, the point at which function is either maximum or minimum, if that point is known as stationary point. Okay, a point at which function is either maximum or minimum, that point is known as stationary point. And the value of the function at the stationary point is known as extreme value. It means it is the maximum value or minimum value. What does it mean, students? If we have given any function u equal to f of xy, right? Then we have to find first stationary point. Okay, we have to find first stationary point, and with the help of the stationary point, the value at the stationary point will give the extreme value, that is the maximum value or minimum value. So this is the working rule. Okay, now listen carefully, it will help you for the determine the extreme values. See, working rule to determine extreme values for the function f of xy. Step 1. If we want to find the extreme value of the given function f of xy, then first step is we have to solve del f by del x equal to 0 and del f by del y equal to 0. With the help of the step 1, we will find stationary point, that is AB. Then step 2, obtain the values of R, S and T. Now what is R? R is del square f by del x square. S is del square f by del x del y. And T is del square f by del y square. This is my step 2. And step 3, that is with the help of the step 1 and step 2. With the help of step 1, we found stationary point, that is AB. With the help of step 2, we found the value of R, S and T. So we have to substitute stationary point AB in R, S and T. We found RT minus S square. If RT minus S square is greater than 0, it means if RT minus S square is positive and R is negative, at that time our function is maximum. If second rule, if RT minus S square is positive but R is also positive, at that time function is minimum. See, function is maximum and minimum at where? When our RT minus S square is positive. But if R is negative, function maximum. R positive, function minimum. And for RT minus S square less than 0, function is neither maximum nor minimum, such that that point is known as saddle point. And the fourth one, if RT minus S square equal to 0, then no conclusion can be made about the extreme values. Students, these three steps are very useful to you for the, determine the extreme values for the examples. Okay, so let's start the example for the better understanding. That is, if our first question is discuss the maxima and minima of the function f of xy is equal to x square plus y square plus 6x plus 12. Okay, so let's start the solution. Here our given function is this f of xy is equal to x square plus y square plus 6x plus 12. Okay, let's start with step 1 and we want to find the maxima and minimum value, right? So step 1 for extreme values, our first step is del f by del x equal to 0, right? See, this is our first step. First step, solve del f by del x equal to 0 and del f by del y equal to 0. So as del f by del x, so the derivative of f with respect to x, that is 2x, here the derivative of y square is 0, plus 6. So if I keep 2 common, the remaining term is x plus 3. So if I keep this 2 in the denominator of this 0, that is 0. So x plus 3 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 3, right? Similarly, del f by del y. Okay, so the derivative, partial derivative of f with respect to y of this given function f, that is 2y, right? So y equal to 0. So I have another point, y equal to 0. So I have one stationary point here. The stationary point is stationary point is 1, that is x is minus 3 and y is 0. Students, I have already told you from step 1, by solving del f by del x equal to 0 and del f by del y equal to 0, we get stationary point AB. Okay, so now what is our stationary point? Our stationary point, that is minus 3, 0. Now for step 2. Step 2. For step 2, we have to find R, that is del square f by del x square, S, that is uh, here S is S is del square f by del x del y, and T is del square f by del y square. So what is our R? We have to find the second derivative of this f with respect to x. It means we have to do the derivative of x of this del f by del x. So what is our del f by del x? Our del f by del x is 2x plus 6, right? This is my 2x plus 6. Now I want to find the second derivative of this with respect to x. So that is 2. So my R is 2. Now for the s, the derivative of this del f by del x with respect to y, but there is no y. So del square f by del x del y is 0. And the derivative of this del f by del y is what? 2y. Now the second derivative, del square f by del y square, that is 2. So this is 2, right? So I got the all values R, S and T. So I have completed my second step. And my third step, at point, at stationary point -3 and 0, I have one stationary point. So I have to find, see here, what we will do, RT minus S square. So for RT minus S square. So what is our R? Our R is 2, right? T is again 2. S is 0. So 0 square is 0. So my answer is 4. So my RT minus S square is 4. So it is positive, right? And my R is what? R is again positive. R is 2. So it is positive. So as per the working rule, if my RT minus S square is positive and R is also positive, at that time my function is minimum, right? So my function, hence f of xy is minimum at -3 and 0, and the minimum value is f of minimum. But what is the minimum value? For that I have to apply my original function, and my original function is x square plus y square plus 6x plus 12, right? So by substituting x by -3 and here y by 0, that is -3 square. This is 0 square plus 6 into -3 plus 12. So my final answer is 3. So my function is minimum and my minimum value is 3 at the point -3, 0. Kalp and Yogiraj, please, how to find S? Okay. Uh, Kalp, for, see, we want to find the del square f by del x del y, right? For that, we have to apply, what is our del f by del x? Our del f by del x is what? Our del f by del x is what? 2x plus 6, right? See, this is 2x plus 6. Now, if we want to find the del square f by del x del y, it means we have to do the derivative of this function with respect to y now. But there is no y. And all these, both these terms are constant. So my answer is 0. Okay, so this is the one way to found the del square f by del x del y. But if you want to go through del f by del y, at that time, what is your del f by del y? Your del f by del y is 2y, right? So this is 2y. Now we want to do the second derivative of del f by del y with respect to x, but there is no x. So my answer is 0. So you can apply path 1 or path 2. Both answer will be same. So at, see, this del square f by del x del y is as is 0 now. Got it? Okay, Yogesh and Kal. Okay. Any students have any more doubt in this example? Anyone have any doubt? Let me know in the chat box. If you have no doubt, then we'll move for the next example. If you have any query, any doubt, let me know in the chat box. Okay, okay. So let's move with one more example, that is, okay, discuss the maxima and minima of the function 3x square minus y square plus x cube. 3x square minus y square. One student says doubt. Let us write condition current. Why we can find f of x minimum at minus 3, 0. Rehan Khan. Wait a minute. See, Rehan. In step 3, a value of RT minus S square is what? Positive, right? When value of RT minus S square is positive and value of R is what? 2, right? That is also positive. So when RT minus S square is positive, R is also positive, at that time the function gives the minimum value. See, as per the rule, when RT minus S square positive, R is also positive, at that time function gives minimum value. That's why our function gives minimum value. Understand, Rehan? Rehan, understand? Okay. Okay. And current want to see this is the steps current. You can take a screenshot of this and else I will share the link today for this lecture, right? Okay, so we'll move with one more example. That is, okay. So discuss the maxima and minima of the given function, that is 3x square minus y square plus x cube. Okay, so let's start the solution here. Here our given function is 3x square minus y square plus x cube, right? So as per the step 1, for extreme values, what is our first step? That is del f by del x equal to 0. Now the derivative of a partial derivative of f with respect to x is what? 6x plus 3x square equal to 0, right? So if I keep 3x common, then I have x plus 2, right? So the value of x is 0 and x is equal to minus 2. Yes. And for del f by del y, for del f by del y equal to 0. So the derivative of f with respect to y, that is minus 2y equal to 0. So y equal to 0. So students, in this case, we have two value for x and one value for y, right? So we have two stationary points. Stationary points are for x equal to 0, y is 0, and for x equal to minus 2, y is 0. Understood, student? See, we have two values for x. One is 0 and other is minus 2. And one value for y, that is 0, 0. Okay, so now we have two stationary points and we'll move for the step 2. Step 2. In this step, first we are going to for r, that is del square f by del x square, right? So what is our del f by del x? Our del f by del x is 6x plus 3x square. So the partial derivative of del square f by del x square, again with respect to x, that is 6 plus 6x, right? This is 6 plus 6x. Now, this one is 6 plus 6x. S, that is del square f by del x del y. It means I have to do the partial derivative of this del f by del x with respect to y, but there is no y. So del square f by del x del y is 0. And t, that is del square f by del y square. Okay. So what is my del f by del y? My del f by del y is minus 2y, right? And the second derivative of del f by del y, that is minus 2. Any doubt? Any doubt, student? Till step 2? Okay. So Now for step 3, okay. But now we have two stationary points, right? One is 0, 0 and other is -2, 0. So I am doing one table here, that is xy. Here R, S, T. This is RT minus S square. And the last one is conclusion. See, this xy is the stationary points. As we have two stationary points, 0, 0 and -2, 0, I am putting here, right? So for first stationary point, 0, 0, what is my R? So for 0, 0, if I substitute 0 in this R, so 6 plus 0, so my R is 6. S itself 0. For t, that is constant value. T is the constant value, that is -2, right? Now, for the first stationary point 0, 0, I have all three values R, S and T, that is 6, 0 and -2. So, for the value of RT minus S square, that is 6 into -2, that is -12 minus 0. So, this one is -12, which is less than 0. And as RT minus S square is less than 0, as per the rule, working rule, if RT minus S square is less than 0, function is neither maximum nor minimum, and that point is known as saddle point, right? So here for this point 0, 0, my RT minus S square is negative. So conclusion is function is neither maximum nor minimum, right? Or we can say this point, this 0, 0 point is saddle point, right? You can write either saddle point or you can also write the function is neither maximum nor minimum. And for the other point, -2, 0, for the second one, if I substitute x as -2, then this 6 plus 6 minus 12. So my r is -6, s is itself a 0, t is again a constant, that is -2. So for RT minus S square, for this point, this -6 into -2, that is +12, so it is positive. Here RT minus S square is positive, okay. And here my R is, that is 6 plus 6x. So if I keep here -6, x I replace by -2, then 6 minus 12, that is -6. So here my R is negative. This RT minus R square is positive and R is negative. It means my function is maximum at this point. My function is maximum. No minimum. My function is maximum here. Yes. Kalp. See, Kalp, if this R is positive, then function minimum. If R is negative, then function is maximum. Hence, f of x1 is maximum at -2, 0, and that value f of maximum is equal to, what is my given function? See, this is 3x square minus y square plus x cube. 3x square minus y square plus x cube. And if I substitute -2 in the place of x and y in the place of 0, that is 3 minus 2 square minus 0 plus -2 cube. So my final answer is 4, and my maximum value of the given function at the point -2, 0 is 4. One student is Yash Kushal. I am going to unmute you. Ask your query.
Ma'am, at -2, 0, r is equal to -12.
Just a minute. What?
At point -2, 0, r is equal to -12.
Huh. See, this is one minute, Kal. See, this is this value is RT minus S square.
No, simple R. That
That is minus 12. That's why I'm writing here because that is less than 0. Minus 12 is what?
it will come minus 12 as R equal to 6 plus 6x. So we keep minus 2 in that. Then R equal to minus 12.
6 plus 6. 6 into minus 2. That is what? Minus 12. So 6 plus 6 minus 12. That is what? Minus 6. Right?
Yes. Sorry.
Minus 6. And minus 6 is less than 0. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay.
Yes.
So this RT minus S square is positive. This R is minus 6. Minus 6. So it is less than 0. And as per the second condition, if my RT minus S square is greater than 0, and at that time my R is less than 0, so my function is maximum. Okay, Kal? Okay, yes, Yogesh. So, students, see, I tell this example once again. This is my given function. First, I am find my step 1. From step 1, I found two values for x and one value for y. So finally, I have two stationary points. One is 0, 0 and other is minus 2, 0, right? And then in step 2, I have done the value of r, s and t. So the second derivative of del f by del x with respect to x, that is 6 plus 6x. The value of s is 0 and value of t is minus 2. Now in step 3, we have two stationary points. One is 0, 0 and other is minus 2, 0. So for the first stationary point, I found value of r, that is 6, value of s 0, t is minus 2. So I have substitute r as t in this formula, rt minus s square, and I got minus 12, which is less than 0. It means my function is neither maximum nor minimum. But for the other stationary point, minus 2, 0, my value of r is minus 6, s is 0, t is minus 2. So the value of rt minus s square is 12. It means it is greater than 0. And the value of r, that is minus 6, which is less than 0. So my function is maximum and my maximum value is 4. Okay. So we'll move for one more example. If you have any query, so let me know in the chat box. Students, have you any query? Please. Otherwise, we'll move for the next example. Okay. So let's start the next example. That is find the extreme value of the function f of xy is equal to Yogesh Chawda has one query. Ma'am, when will our Yogesh now onwards will chat about this math subject only. After completing this example, we'll discuss your answer about the midterm exam. Okay. Find the extreme value of the function f of xy is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20. Okay. So students, this is your given function. This is your given function. So let's start the solution. Here, our given function f of xy is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20. So step 1 for extreme values. Okay, now everyone ready with the answer? I ask any one of you. For extreme values. First, del f by del x equal to 0. So, what is the first derivative of f with respect to x? That is 3x square minus 3, right? Equal to 0. So, if I keep 3 common, then I have x square minus 1 equal to 0. It means 3 x minus 1 x plus 1 equal to 0. So it means I have two values for 1, that is 1 and minus 1. Similarly, del f by del y equal to 0, that is 3y square minus 12 equal to 0. So if I keep 3 common, then I have y square minus 4, right? So 3 y square minus 4 is y plus 2, y minus 2 equal to 0. So for y, again I have two values, that is minus 2 and 2, right? So stationary points, there are total 4 stationary points, right? Stationary points are, see, if I have x equal to 1, right, at that time y is equal to minus 2. If I have again x is equal to 1, then y is 2. See, I keep one common for x and two values for y. Similarly, if I keep x is equal to minus 1, at that time y is minus 2. And if I keep x again minus 1, at that time my y is 2. So, hope you all understood the stationary points. Okay, there are 4 stationary points. If I keep x equal to 1, at that time two possibilities of y, that is minus 2 and 2. And if I keep my x minus 1, then again I have two possibilities of y, that is minus 2 and 2. So total 4 stationary points are there, right? Now step 2. First R. R, that is del square f by del x square, right? So what is my del f by del x? My del f by del x is 3x square minus 3, right? So that is del f by del x here, 3x square minus 3. So my answer is 6x. S, that is del square f by del x del y. So del by del y of 3x square minus 3. I keep here del f by del x. So this is 0. And t, that is del square f by del y square. Yes, del y square. So what is my del f by del y? My del f by del y is 3y square minus 12. So here del by del y of 3y square minus 12, that is 6y, right? So these are the values of R, S and T. Now here R is what? 6x, S is what? 0 and T is 6y, right? Now step 3. There are 4 stationary points. So I'm keeping again one table, that is xy. Here R, S, T. This is RT minus S square. And the last one is conclusion, right? Now my first stationary point is what? That is, see, 1 minus 2, then 1, 2, right? 1 minus 2, here 1, 2, then minus 1 minus 2, and minus 1, 2. These 4 are my stationary points, right? Now for R, for the first stationary point. So here my x is 1. So R is what? 6 into 1. So 6. S is 0. For T, that is 6y, right? So 6 into minus 2, that is minus 6 into minus 2, that is minus 12, right? So RT minus S square, that is minus 72, right? So this is less than 0. And for RT minus S square less than 0, this one is saddle point, or we can say it is neither maximum nor minimum value. For second point, here R is 6, S is 0, and T is 12, right? So this RT minus S square is 72, which is greater than 0. And when RT minus S square greater than 0, at that time we have to check our R, and our R is 6, right? Our R is equal to 6, which is greater than 0. So my function is minimum. Okay. Now, for the third point, here, if I keep x as minus 1, this is minus 6, this one is 0, and this 6 into y, that is minus 12, right? Now, minus minus plus, so this is 72, which is greater than 0, and at that time, I have to check my r. My r is 6 into minus 1, that is minus 6, and minus 6 is less than 0, so my function is maximum at this point. And for the last one, here my r is again minus 6, this s is 0, and this one is 12, so that is minus 72, which is less than 0, so neither maximum nor minimum. Okay, students, have you any doubt in this step? Please confirm. Let me know in the chat box. Have you any doubt in this step? No doubt. Okay. So, no doubt. Okay. So, as per this third step, okay, we have one minimum value and one maximum value, and the rest two are saddle points, right? So, f of xy, hence f of xy is maximum at minus 1 minus 2 and minimum at 1 2. So f maximum is, what is our given function? That is this one, x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20, right? So I'm directly write the answer here. My f of maximum value is 38 and f of minimum value is 2. Okay. So by putting minus 1 and minus 2 in my original function, I got my maximum value 38, and by putting 1 and 2 in my original function, I got minimum value 2. So this is are the extreme values of the given functions. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the chat box. Uh, else you may leave today's lecture. Okay. Have you any doubts, students? If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the chat box. Uh, about your mid-sem exam, let me soon.